Hi everybody, Sanbanani. Welcome to my channel. Listen, make sure that you are subscribed on this channel. If you don't want to subscribe, uzoqhuzuka. Ayikho into ebuhlungu njengokuqhuzuka, so uzoqhuzuka namhlanje noma kusasa if ungasubscribanga. Yazi kubuhlungu kanjani ukuqhuzuka. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about what happened with the episode of Checkpoint. Okay, I had missed it, and then finally I got to watch it, you guys. It's actually interesting. A lot of the information, or let me say some of the information, if you were following the story, you already have. But there are some interesting things here and there, you guys. I think that it was interesting that they were able to get somebody that was a friend to Chidima, and I'm guessing that they are still friends, you guys, just to tell us that side of the story, because you always know if your friend is South African, you're going to know that your friend is South African. If they're not, then you're going to know, because they are not thinking one day they're going to enter Miss South Africa and all of these things are going to be questioned. So I thought that it was a good idea that they got, you know, a friend to come and participate on the show. I also felt like it was interesting to get that teacher, but it did feel like, you guys, that it was difficult to get people that are close to the situation to come and participate on the show. And that makes you feel like, obviously, they know that the family has something to hide. We do see Chidima's father just a little bit distant, and we're like, yeah, there is the father, but he does refuse to give the journalist an interview, and he refuses to answer any of the questions. And this is the thing, you guys, that if all of this information that is out here about Chidima and the stolen identity and all of that is untrue, the people that can easily clarify that and provide evidence for that, just to prove there wasn't any crime committed, is Chidima's mom and Chidima's father. So the fact that they don't want to come forward and clarify things sort of leaves you to think they know that they did something wrong, and so they don't want to come forward. They're just going to wait and see does the law come after them as far as this is concerned. So they do go to where Chidima's father lives, and they do try to get the interview, but they don't get it from him because he refuses to give her, the journalist that was there, the interview. Okay, so the childhood friend that they got for this episode, her name is Lamani. Okay, they were in high school together, and they even played netball together. Apparently Chidima is really good at netball, and that is one of the things that she really did well and spent most of her time doing. And she had entered Miss South Africa last year, and then this year was like the second time. So I guess last year maybe she didn't go as far as she went this year, and nobody questioned anything as far as her identity was concerned. So this time it was the second time that she went and answered. Okay, the friend does say, listen, okay, it might be our fault, okay, because we encouraged her to enter Miss South Africa. I'm joking, you guys. She doesn't say that it's their fault, but she does say that as her friends, they did encourage her. They were like, listen, it didn't work out last year. Maybe go and try again this year. And obviously, the thing is, it was weird that you had somebody called Chidima Adetshina, okay, as the finalist of Miss South Africa, okay. Now, the friend says, you guys, that she has always known that Chidima was born to a Nigerian father, and she did identify as being Nigerian, okay? But she also understood that she was born in South Africa, so also she identified as a South African. She also is aware that her mother is Mozambican. But, you guys, this is the part that I was like, So the friend says that what she knows is that Chidima's mother is Mozambican, but she has Zulu roots. Okay, listen, you guys. Had she said any other any other tribe except for Zulus, I would have believed it. Okay, if she said that she was Mozambican with Xhosa roots, Mozambican with Tswana roots, Mozambican with Venda roots, I would totally believe it. But since she says that her mother is Mozambican with Zulu roots, I was like, typical. Because, guys, have you not seen that all of the foreigners that come to South Africa that want to convince you they are South African, they always choose to be Zulu? And Zulu is like the most difficult language that you can learn to speak. And like you say one word, and I'm like, you're not Zulu, you know? Even Ethiopians now, they'll be like, Kimo Zulu. I'm like, you are no Zulu. I love you, brother. You're African, but you are not Zulu. So I don't know, guys. I don't understand. I don't know why being Zulu is a go-to when they are trying to, cover the truth as far as who they are. So when that came up, I was like, of course, they're going to say they have Zulu roots, okay? But again, the friend says, Uguti, she feels like, even though she doesn't know for sure that Chidima's grandmother was born in South Africa, there are possibilities that she was, because she knows about the Zulu roots. So her mother is Mozambican with Zulu roots, okay? She even says that it's a possibility that Chidima's mom was born in South Africa because for the longest time she lived in Soweto before she moved to Cape Town, okay? Obviously, there are no receipts, you guys, that are provided here. It's just her, because, guys, when you are a friend to somebody, sometimes you can be a friend to somebody and not even see their ID ever for years and never see their IDs, okay? Because you're not going to question when somebody says, I'm South African, but, my father is Nigerian and my mother is Mozambican. That's enough for you. You might not ever see their ID. So I understand how she would just believe, because, her friend had no reason to lie, okay? Now, you guys, they do go into the whole thing of Chidima's TikTok account having 2 flags, okay? Because if you are trying to drill it into our heads that you are both Nigerian and South African, and you have a TikTok account that has 2 flags, okay? One of those flags must be South African, and it wasn't, okay? A friend tries to, listen, you guys, Lamani is a good friend, because this is very difficult for her to participate in, because Lamani is like, listen, for her, she had, Nigerian, connection. She had a Mozambican connection. So that's why she put both the flags. But the journalist is like, yeah, but did it make sense for you? Because now she is about to represent South Africa in this big pageant. But on her social media, she doesn't have the flag of the country that she's about to represent. Yet she is there saying, I've always identified as a South African, and I've always identified as a Nigerian. She says nothing about Mozambican, okay? She doesn't say all of the interviews, unless I haven't seen it. All of her interviews, she says, I am South African, but I'm also Nigerian. But you are over in TikTok having 2 flags, and it's Nigerian and Mozambican, but you are South African. Okay, girl, okay? We get it. We believe it, okay? We believe you, okay? We believe what you believe, okay? So, listen, you guys. Of course, they were not able to get Chidima's mom to be part of the show, which would have... listen, here's the thing. I was reading... What was I reading, Gambe? I was reading something, okay? This is what they say in the book. When somebody is guilty, when you are being accused of something and somebody is guilty, silence, is the only option when they are guilty, okay? Because when they come and defend themselves, more stuff might come up, okay? But when you are innocent, silence is not an option, because if you are innocent, then you can easily come forward and prove that you are innocent. So when somebody is silent, there are more chances that the person is guilty than they are that they are innocent. Because if you are innocent and you have proved that you are innocent, you are going to come out with it. But if you are guilty, you are going to keep quiet, because you are hoping that the whole thing just passes before people actually find out, because there is more here in this crime that you committed, okay? Maybe you stole an identity, and then you stole another one for your aunt, and you stole another one for your uncle, you stole another one for your cousin of the cousin. We might never know, okay? So this is why I say, you guys, that the parents could have easily come out and said, listen, this is the deal here, but they're not doing it. They also got a teacher here from her primary school who says, listen, as far as I know, Chidima was South African, because at some point in the school, we have to get the parents' documentation just to make sure that the child is South African. So when they had to bring their documents, the mother and the father had, South African IDs, legal IDs, everything. So there was no reason to question anything as far as Chidima's identity was concerned. Now, you guys, here is the thing. Because I was like, so the father also had a South African ID? Interesting. So, home affairs, okay? Why are you looking only at the mother? Because we also need the father to be looked at. Just for control, you know? Just for control. Because I was like, huh? The teacher said, yeah, the parents both had South African IDs. And I was like, didn't they say that the father is Nigerian, has a Nigerian passport, and Nigerian? And then now there was a South African ID? Home affairs, okay? Tell us if you need us to investigate for you. Sometimes I feel like YouTubers do more investigations than these home affairs officials, okay? So you guys, yes, but the teacher obviously talks very positively about Chidima because away from the whole identity theft thing, she was, like a very productive member of society. Pela Uguti, we don't know Uguti, was she supposed to be here? Was she supposed to be there? Even if she was supposed to be here, but the documents should have indicated something different than what it was indicating, because from what people around her understood was that she was legal in the country and the parents were legal in the country, but that wasn't the case. Okay, I've said before, you guys, that when Chidima was invited to Nigeria, I felt that she should have concentrated on this whole identity situation. And I also did say, you guys, if they find out that she never knew about it, never participated in the identity fraud situation, maybe South Africa can do something for her. But after she moved to Nigeria, entered the competition and did all of these interviews, I'm kind of feeling like, I know she's okay over there, because that's how she's acting, like she's okay over there, so let's just leave her over there. But I really was feeling like, I mean, if she really had nothing to do with it, should she be punished for it? Okay, now you guys, even in this episode, because I was hoping that they were going to be able to get hold of that woman whose identity was stolen, the woman that was not able to register her own child because her identity was stolen by Chidima's mom, allegedly. They were not able to. Okay, there is another story that they talk about here that is similar to the one that they refer to, but you guys, it's not that woman. Okay, so I would have loved to hear from the woman whose identity was stolen in this situation over here, you guys. Listen. This story is endless, and I think it's going to feel like that because the parents are not coming out just saying what the deal is. And I think that until they say what happened or they admit to some things, it's just going to be, because it's dying down, and then we are going to come back with something else, and then it's going to come, a checkpoint. Look, what's the other show? Oh, show. This was ENCA. Isazwa ku SABC 2, SABC 3, yabona nje sisazokhuluma ngoChidima because we are still not clear ukuthi what happened, okay? So if you are one of those people that get very, very upset and very emotional and, sweating in the comment section because we are talking about Chidima, okay, go and take a cold bath because we are still going to talk about her, okay? Drink some water or something. They do say umpupudlo uyehlisa igwebu. Sugar water. You see, you will be sharp. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.